Hopefully this will.
We believe that is the vote there. You see 219, 220.
Yeah, I got that. You're live. You're moving around and stuff.
Yeah, so am I live again?
Yeah.
Okay, you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it. And your view went up quite a bit. It was only like 18, 19. You jumped all the way to 46.
Right. Everybody will. Let's see if I can get this situated again.
Those who were in districts that were won by President Trump in 2016. What you have to keep in mind again is that, there are a swing here in terms of the moment. And what we are seeing is that there is overall support for an impeachment inquiry in terms of public polls. And again, that's polarized.
Okay.
It's Republicans saying,
there we go.
We're not for it. Democrats, and to some extent a split among independents, with independents rising, saying, yes, we are open to this. This morning, the
Yay, I'm back.
Poll had
Okay.
the presidential rating at 42%. It's not shifting. Notice, it's not going up. It's not coming down. In the polarization that we see today, it's locked. And as we go towards actual hearings, and I guess now, as this is passed, Bill, as we say, we're looking at the intelligence.
I don't know that I'm still live.
Mid-November. The political impact
Let's see, we're up here.
because guess what? There's a political primary process about to get
started. No, it doesn't say live. It just has a video running now. Maybe it's from the beginning.
Debates.
Wait a minute.
Lots of arguments over everything from health care, as Dana was discussing, to education, how we pay for it.
Yeah, they say I'm
live.
Does that get obscured by what's taking
live
place
chat
in
anyway.
Washington? I mean, that's a counter in some ways to the potential rallies that will be held by the president, because the Democrats on stage are clearly in support not only of impeachment.
I can't. No, it doesn't have that live thing off where the count is on the number on the video. When the video runs, doesn't have the live button there showing that you're live. So I don't know. Well, it does say replay on the chat too.
Yeah,
now.
I can hear you. I can hear you in the on my iPad, so we're still live.
For a month now, but this is a formal vote by the House of Representatives.
Live chat, hello. Everyone hit 1 if you can hear us.
Impeachment inquiry into the President of the United States. It's a moment in history. We're going to have some more, but you cannot overstate how dramatic this is, and what a decision the Democrats have made to pursue this course. It could have political downsides. It could have political upsides.
Everyone can hear.
And maybe I'm a cockeyed optimist, but I like to think there's a certain amount of feeling on both sides of what they think the Constitution calls for and what their job is in Washington. You can have a difference of opinion of what that is, but this is the Constitution and the constitutional processes in action, and it's a dramatic moment.
Thank you, Chris. 232.
On this vote, the yeas.
Back to the House Speaker.
All right, there we go.
The nays are 196. The resolution is adopted without objection. The motion to reconsider is laid upon the table.
Let's pause for a moment and allow our viewers across the country to join our coverage in progress here from New York as we watch the developments there on the floor of the House. Something we've been.
Well, they're saying the House passed the resolution then?
We will pause now for our Fox stations to join.
I guess that was for the formalizing of the impeachment probe. That was the impeachment, honey.
2 hours and 15 minutes ago.
Wow.
2 nays on the board from Democrats. We'll explain the significance of that, what that could be in a moment. But first, let's pause. This is Fox News coverage of the House vote on formalizing the impeachment inquiry. I'm Bill Hemmer, live here in New York. A moment ago, the resolution passed, largely along party lines. The resolution will spell out the format for which Democrats will carry out in committees that will then produce a report to the Judiciary Committee. There is expected to be public hearings, expected to begin in about 2 weeks' time. With me today, Chris Wallace, Brett Baer, Dana Perino, Martha McCallum, Juan Williams, and Brett Baer. Let's get a thought from each. We will begin with you.
Bill, this is the formal process, and this is the impeachment inquiry. Now the rules have been set. Now the
Well, that's telling me they maybe have more Democrats in the House than Republicans.
what it makes
pass
of the
that,
evidence that has been gathered behind
and
closed doors in these depositions.
I
This was a
believe
bit
it's
of
got
a
to go to the
call
Senate
ahead
next,
of
right?
the Republicans who have been arguing about process for some
Yeah.
time. Now they'll have to argue about the substance of this Ukrainian call and whether there was quid pro quo holding back funds to look into political.
This is
Now,
just
see, what I want to know is what Republicans voted for it, if any.
It's interesting to see
Yeah.
the vote come down really along party lines. That likely will be the way it goes forward.
As I thought, right in the beginning, when Trump came in, remember that? They were doing the count on the House, how many was Democrat, how many was Republican. I think the Democrat had more on their side than the Republican. But then when it came to Senate, the Senate had more than the Republican than Democrat, I think it was, right?
right.
So even though here's a glimpse of hope for people out there, if this does go through and it goes to like Senate, if all the Republicans are behind Trump, they could still block it where it couldn't continue on by Senate.
Well, yeah, the Senate can block this, so and they know it.
Right.
But it doesn't. I don't think it has to go to the. Well, it does have to go to the Senate before it can even go any further, right? That's the next step.
That's what I'm thinking.
And the only sad thing is we never get to see the Senate vote like this, you know. Or at least I haven't never.
Well, if you get what do you call it, C-SPAN, they should do it on this like this video wise.
Yeah, I
You
guess.
have to tune in to C-SPAN for it.
Yeah.
Or even Fox News might do a special coverage yet on it. I don't know yet. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I know C-SPAN and PBS. PBS also does the live votes. And see, and that's a bad thing about this crap is because they'll put up a thing and see now they're saying that this is the Utah Part B amendment to number 1 on agreement to the amendment. And now they're voting on HR 823. Now, see, this here is what I thought would be the actual vote. The other thing was I guess, was an informal. But they recirculate so many bills when it doesn't go through. Even though they introduced it, the numbers get recirculated. And there was a prime example because we looked it up and it said it was something else.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. You've got to watch the wording. And the politicians are very tricky. And they'll resend that same bill, but they'll reword it so that they're allowed to resend the same thing.
Yeah.
See, a lot of Americans out there, they don't know that.
Right.
You know? So. So, yeah. It's always good for those who don't have nothing better to do with their day to watch the C-SPAN all day, and you'd be really amazed and probably interested on some of the stuff that they cover and what they try to control and pass through the House or Senate, you know what I'm saying?
Now, I'm not quite sure what this vote is, but we have all the Republicans voting yay and all the Dems voting no. So, I'm not quite sure.
Look it up on that website. The government website, right? You can find it there probably. It says Curtis of Utah Part B Amendment number 1.
Yeah, but I looked up the other one and it gave me a wrong. It said it was for the Child Act, which, you know, they make everything the Child Act. They could title it one thing and it be something else because I've seen that happen too. This is HR 823.
Yeah, let me see.
And see, this here says it's a Colorado Outdoor Recreation Economy Act. They don't have anything updated.
Let me see if I can get into it a little thicker and see. Hmm. If this is recreational, it sounds like something else. So let me check something out.
It says it's going to be HR 13 according to the Congress.gov. So,
All right, let me check that too then.
because all I did was type in the impeaching Donald Trump, and it says HRES, which is HR Resolution 13. It's been introduced, is what it says. So,
Yeah, but if you look at the HR 13, look at how many times they've rewritten it.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
I mean,
now, that's what I'm saying. Remember, I told you guys they can amend anything and add things, take away wording, add wording to it, and it keeps going through. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You gotta be careful. All right, let me see something here. Oh, okay. I believe the Curtis, Utah Part B Amendment 1 is dealing with medical cannabis. Just to let you guys know.
yeah, and Jose says, "Isn't this interference?" And I say it's interference, especially since there is no impeachable offense, and that's the key word. Everyone needs to remember. If yeah, we have checks and balances for a reason, and I think everybody will agree that Nixon needed to be impeached. Do I think that Bill Clinton did things that were impeachable? Well, I think that he lied, and that in itself is I guess was a felony at the time. His acts, I think, were not appropriate.
They were unbecoming.
They were unbecoming. And do I think that should have been a reason for him to be impeached? No, I don't. But
all right, but if you would have listened to that one guy, you're saying an impeachable offense. He said that our Constitution gives the House the authority to impeach, and it does not give on what grounds.
Yeah, but you're listening to Juan Williams.
Hey, and I'm just saying what he said about the Constitution says that. I mean, that's what the House is going on. They can do, and they're saying that the president is rogue, saying he can do what he wants. Well, that's what the House is doing. They're doing what they want, even though there's no proof.
Right.
That's very true. He's right about that. And like I say, the Democrats are so corrupt. They're pulling out their money bags from the foundation and other places to get their backing to get this through at any cost, even if it's buying off another politician. You guys got to really grasp that.
Right.
And think how corrupt our government is, that just the common blue-collar, white-collar people like us are seeing this for maybe the first time in your history. But, corruption has been gone through heavily in our government since the beginning of time, okay? When even through Nixon or even JFK or, before that, you guys got to go down the rabbit hole. You got to take the initiative yourself and do your own investigation and check out these things. You've got to follow the money trail. The money trail constantly will lead you to the corruption, no matter what.
Yeah, it was election tampering then, I believe, too, one voter. I think that all of this is insane, guys. I mean, I truly do. I believe with all my heart that this is insane, that this is the most corrupt thing I think I've ever witnessed in all of my life. And I would encourage everyone to be blowing up the phones of their senators, Congress, everywhere.
Even your local politicians.
Yeah, I mean, because
in almost every little city and town, they've got a representative for that district. Go to that guy and blow his horn as hard as you can. Because if you keep irritating them 5, 10, 20 million times, they're going to finally get that stick of dynamite up their rear end and go higher up.
yeah. Yes, I'm on early because we were showing the impeachment vote. and it did not go in our favor, obviously. But see, this is where I think everyone should call their congressman. Well, not now. Calling your congressman is not going to work, but everyone needs to call their senator now, because now it goes to the Senate, and just because it passed at the House level, that's all they really need, though, to continue, I think, with this stupid impeachment crap, because that's how they did Bill Clinton. Because, of course, then they conduct their crap that they're going to do, and then it goes before the Senate.
Now, there's two other things, too, you guys can also go to, is the GOP. They have a House GOP and a Senate GOP. And anything on that Republican Party, okay, go to those people and blow up their phones and do that. But here's the other thing. Marfugel has a huge family. Our Marfugel family needs to contact each other with this emergency message and get the word out through all the different channels through the Marfugel family about this situation that's unrolling right now and going out, and how we should encourage them to take a part in it to, start calling their local politician and blowing up the phones.
Well, I pray, all I can do is just pray for protection for our president right now. Because I really, I don't know what we expected to happen today, because it is run by the Democrats. The majority is the Democrats. So,
I'm going to tell you this. I don't know. I'm older than probably you. Well, I know I'm older than you, because I found out, but I'm probably older than some of the listeners. For those that might be older than me, you probably remember the Kennedy assassination.
Right.
You guys got to think about what happened with that. And if you remember, I think it was about a year ago, he actually, Mr. T there, did declass records on all the happenings with the JFK files. You guys really need to read how much it was an inside job with the contacts of not only, the people within our own government that did it, the Black Ops maybe, or whoever, okay? But you guys need to check that out and go down that rabbit hole, because we're unfolding and rewinding back in the past of this potentially happening again. At the same time, you also need to check out past time on the Nixon's impeachment. Now, yeah, he got caught with his tape and all that stuff, but, you guys, you can check that out, too, and see how much you can find the connections and the money trail of the connections of the corruption. What I'm saying is, between the Nixon impeachment and then the JFK situation, you guys need to check out the corruption links between those two, and then match those corruption links to what's happening right now.
Right. And there was a lot of corruption when JFK was murdered, and a lot of it was, believe it or not, was all through Bush. His dad, George Bush Senior's dad was the start of it, and it really is an ugly situation.
Right. Now, there is, like I say, bad, Democrats, but there's also some bad Republicans. But you've got to look at the background, like you said, on the Bush family. What secret societies were they involved in?
Crossing skulls, or skulls and crosses, or
Bones.
bones.
Yeah,
I know that.
Skull and Bones. Yeah.
Skull. Yeah.
Which is a branch of what? Freemasons.
Yep.
See, so that's what I'm saying. If you research all the Democrats that way, right, to what they're doing, you'll find not only where the leak is, for one. Number two, you'll find out how the pastime between JFK and Nixon corruption will link to what's going to happen now with Trump.
Yeah. It's sad, guys. It is. And this is, and the sad part is, people, we're big behind the computer, but what are we doing, in our city and in our state levels? We're the ones that are voting these fools in office. we've got to stop putting people like Pelosi back in the office. I know we don't live in California, but you know, it's not just California Dems that are in office right now. There's
Right.
Dems and just
And
a and and
one,
just
one thing we also need to do is whenever you're voting for a politician, I don't care what side you're on, you need to do a background check on that politician and run their money trail before you vote for that person. If you have a hard time voting for that person, what's the better one of the two or four that you might have to vote for?
right.
Okay? So you have to take the responsibility, given the freedom to vote, to take that responsibility to know what that politician is all about, doing a complete background check on them as if they're our employee, which is true, they are an employee because we're paying taxes, so we hire them as we, the people, are hiring them to do their job as a politician. So we have to do that background check, okay, and find out what they're all about, follow that money trail, and know what their personal life is, and any tendencies and any secret societies and any connection of corruption possible.
Right.
And that's the responsibility of any person that votes.
Yeah, and the sad thing is that we have all this going on with all the corruption in the voting polls. So do we even know that that it's our vote that counts? Missy asked that question.
I'll answer that because I was involved as what they call a guard at a voting post. For those who want to really know more about it, get involved on your local voting platform when it comes time for elections, and get to know what the rules and stuff is in order for you to vote. Because as you saw in past videos from Project Veritas or other people, there was people that had boundaries from the voting machines. They were allowed 150 feet before an actual person could hand out a pamphlet or talk to you about anything or try to influence you on your vote. Okay, now that's illegal to influence you on the vote, first of all. But having a boundary of over 150 feet from an actual voting booth, okay, is the boundary. If you looked at our last election, there was many places in the United States where their boundaries and rules for voting were not kept. They were in violation constantly. And some of them were called on the carpet, but there was no mandatory, there's exposure, but there was no, fines done unless it was severe enough where you had proof on camera. And
Right.
I have actually caught people on camera. I know for a fact within our area in Florida that I've caught many counties that had violations, and I sent that to the GOP. I've sent that to many offices for violation, and they have fined the Democratic Party. And I don't mean just a slap on the wrist. I mean, their fines start at $500 on a lot of the bigger stuff. So that's what I'm saying. I encourage those people to get involved with the local voting system, because the more educated you become, the better off you know what the legalities are, and then you'll make sure that they're going according to the rules and regulations of voting.
Right. Yeah. Well, and that's why I said enough people are not getting involved, enough honest people. We have those that are easily bought and swayed, and the people that are involved you can't trust.
Well, we got to remind those that are bought and paid. The word blackmail may surface on them.
Yeah. Well, it just seems like
I'm not saying it that I would do it, but what I'm saying is you're seeing how dirty politics runs, and it's always some kind of blackmail of some sort going on somewhere.
Right, it is, and that's the sad part of it is, and that's what we're, and that's and how do you?
It's their own fault. It's their own fault because they didn't take the initiative and responsibility of their oath to do their job according to our tax-paying dollars to do their job.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy stuff, guys. It is. All I can say is.
It's like you few cents for the day.
Horrible news. I don't even know if I can come back on at 5 now because I'm going to be depressed all day, guys.
We'll have to find a new subject I can talk to you. No,
It was horrible, JR.
There's
We
always a
lost.
silver lining to this, okay? But we have to be aware of the worst and be prepared for the worst. If you are prepared for the worst, everything else is gravy, and everything else, you know what I'm saying? You won't have to fear anything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just part of the prepping life. You prepare for the worst.
I can see you, so you don't want
to. A little comment that I have is that the Democrats didn't go with the impeachment with the Russian probe when they thought they had more evidence, but now they're going to do an impeachment over a simple phone call. You know, they are grasping at straws, and it's all to try and make Trump look bad because the election's coming up. That's all this is election. It has nothing to do with what he done. It's so they can try and get him out of office.
Exactly, and it is just a higher form of basically shadowing the situation and get him less coverage so that he's not in the public eye as much to get that vote.
Yep.
Well, all I can say is that I hope everyone realizes that just making a phone call is not all how it's going to work. We're going to have to come. I mean, look at all the protests that are going on around the world. Whenever they want it changed, were they sitting at home making phone calls? No. Do you think if all those people would have sat at home and just made phone calls, they're going to start taking the phone off? I mean, we've got off the hook. You know what I'm saying? We got to, we're going to have to go and peacefully assemble and show that our disdain for this vote. That's all there is to it. Because
but there's also people, maybe even our own family, that is not aware of this. So we still have to go and talk to them and awaken them up to the situation and the hazards of, you know, where it could go, and prepare them.
Yes, they voted for impeachment, JR.
Impeachment probe.
Impeachment probe. This was an impeachment. They're doing they're going to yeah, this was for the inquiry probe, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, inquiry probe.
Right.
Yeah, this wasn't the actual impeachment articles, but I mean, that's next.
Anything on the road of this process of this particular subject shouldn't even be on the road. And so now they're trying to just to get it on the road, to get it going down the road, you know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't happen. It should never happen in the first place. Now, like I said before, if there are whistleblowers out there listening to this, okay, and you're holding out, okay, you need to go to Project Veritas and go talk to them about your whistleblowing against the Democratic Party. And like I say, I gave you guys the address earlier. I think it was, what was it?
That's exactly what I say, Rip Curl. We do need to push back. And that, I mean, I had put out a couple of feelers, but nobody really responded. I really thought that we needed to, you know, I'm not saying, I want it to be peacefully assembly. I want, you know, 1 million or so people to show up in D.C. and show these Democrats. I would rather have all 63 million of us show up in D.C. and show them that we're not going to put up with this BS crap that they're doing. They're wasting our money. There is no criminal offense here. It's all because they don't like his politics, and that's what it's about. And
what it is here, it's not just politics, but it's business. He's an actual businessman. We are in corporate America, and he is the best businessman we've ever had in history to run America, because America is corporate America. All the Democrats do not have the business tactics that Trump has. If you put them all together, they don't have the group package of business that is necessary and needed to run corporate America. Okay?
Right.
I'm sorry to say it, I have not found one. If someone finds one on the Democrats, I'll definitely investigate it, but I've not found one. And, you know, there is, 200-300 of them and they're still coming up. And I've not found one Democrat that can know how to do the juggling act of business, to understand how to do the same juggling act here in the U.S. with corporate America. So, it's not just their policy that they're against. What they're against is business, because they don't understand business. They don't understand how corporate America, or they know how corporate America runs, but they don't know it on a scale of a business eye view of doing business. And you need that for a necessary thing as America grows and gets bigger, bolder, whatever, on any level, to understand how to do the balancing act. And so that's why the Democrats don't like his policy, because the policy happens to be business. All you have on the Democratic side is a bunch of lawyers.
Right.
And lawyers are what? Swindlers.
Yeah, and I don't know if everyone knows this or not, but in the original Constitution, there's not supposed to be any nobility in law or nobility in Congress, which is exactly what? Lawyers. There is not supposed to be, I guess, I believe it's called the nobility bill or law or whatever. I don't know. But in the original Constitution, there's not supposed to be any. Do you know? Can you not see why?
That's what I'm saying. But see, that's why they change jobs. So they'll be a lawyer in their early life, like Clinton, but then later on, then they start working for different departments in the federal government before they become, the, president or nominee to or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, they know the laws that well to be able to snake around them, to know when to become a lawyer, to get out of being a lawyer, but then get into another job position that say that they're not a lawyer, but they're on entry level of, I don't know, let's say CIA or something, I don't know. And so they're doing that for the next 2 to 5 years. And then they get out of that and they're working in another branch. This is how they snake through the system of corruption and getting around the gray area or the loophole of the law of the royalty clause in the U.S.
This is some serious times we're in, guys. I mean, I would definitely say there needs to be a peaceful assembly, and we need to protest what they do. If we don't stand up now, we're saying that we're okay with everything they're doing. They've wasted enough of our tax-paying money. Everyone that can record that hearing and vote, please do so. Okay.
Also, too, I don't know if people are aware of it, but we can actually put on a proposal, an amendment for a bill. Okay, we the people, individually, can propose that. So it'd be an idea for doing something like that, too.
Well, see, I started a petition because it has to start at a low level before it gets to a high level. But you have to get 100 signatures before. And I've got a petition that I wanted to hold these Democrats accountable for the wasteful spending that they're doing, for these for these bills that they are putting through Congress. That go against our Constitution, that go against the Bill of Rights, like the Equality Act. I actually I want it to, but it's not gone nowhere. I think I got 20 signatures. No one, everyone says they want to do something.
Here's what you want to do on that. If you want to beef it up, I'll tell you how to do that. Print out the copy of the whole situation that you want amended or whatever you're doing, and take it down to your local courthouse and sit there with a table and chair for every person that walks into the DMV or other places of that courthouse. You get their signature, and trust me, in one day you'll have it.
Yep. And I agree with you, Carol. And and that's what I've been saying. Everyone needs to call both their senators, and that is for sure. It is time to speak up. You call your senators right now. Every state has 2. Call both of them. Don't, I don't care if one's a Republican and one's a Democrat. I don't think there's that many Democrats in the Senate. That's why we have the Senate. But Jimmy, that's what her husband. Okay. It is. I will get you a link to my petition, Carol. Hold on. I have to see if I can
Also, too,
pull
on
this
your
up.
petition, you might want to revise it under the black budget plan as well, added into that.
Well, it's just because it's just to see if I can get enough votes. It's not really a fully written petition. It's just basically it just says it states my business that I want to do, because then you have to have someone actually write the petition. And the change.org people, they'll write the petition for you, but you got to get enough signatures. And that's where it's
Okay.
at. Let me see if I can find. I've got to find an old
And
video.
also, too, a lot of that, like you're talking about the Democratic spending waste, is also falling. If you maybe not gone down the rabbit holes on the individual things, they're actually connected to the black budget.
Right.
And honestly, if I was going to do it, I would do it a little bit different, and I would actually amend it under the black budget as well, because they need to audit that black budget. For those who don't know what black budget is, you can go to the Washington Times, or no, the New York Times, that's what it was, and search engine in the New York Times about the black budget. It will give you a complete record on all levels of government and services and branches of their expenditure and how much they're spending on everything. If you don't know what that is or never been there, I encourage you guys to go down that rabbit hole and do that search and check it all out. You'll be amazed on...
I think we lost our live feed.
No, I still see you live.
Do you still see me live?
Yep, I see you live.
Because I'm...
No, you're still live. Yep, I still got you live.
My thing says, top chat.
Anyway, I got to get going, guys. I got so much work on my desk right now, stuff that I've got to dig through yet. I'll come on another time. But
Okay.
I encourage you guys to check out the black budget as your last little homework lesson.
It's saying it's too long to put in here. You guys, if you can go and check out an old video, I was trying to get you the link. I don't know why it does this. It makes it so long
All right,
sometimes.
guys, I gotta run.
Okay, girl.
I'll later.
Thank you, dear.
All right, you guys check out my channel when you get a chance. See you soon.
Bye. Okay, guys. I tried to drop the link in here, but I can't for whatever reason. I don't know. But the link is in... I wish Michelle was here because she knows how to do this stupid link thing. See, paste. See if I can take it up to the... I don't know if this will be enough to get it or not, but hopefully it will. There we go. I don't know. Hopefully that'll get you guys to where... Let me see. Yeah, that's enough of the link. I don't know why it makes it so long sometimes. I just clicked on it so it works. Anyway. Good morning. Okay, so... Yeah, I did. There's the link, guys. And like I said, it's just a rough draft. Basically, it just states that I want to hold the Democrats accountable, and that's what I want to do. I want to hold them accountable for every bill that they've passed, like the Equality Act, that goes against our constitutional rights. I want to hold them accountable for the money that they've wasted doing all this crap that they're doing. But I've gotten 22 signatures, I think is what it said. It's not going anywhere. And you would think that more people would sign it. But hey, I think it is so corrupt that it is too late to think just voting will do anything. We are the doorstep of having to clean house. Yeah, we are the doorstep. You are so correct, Rip Curl. So very correct. And we've got to get out there and make our voices be heard. Like I said, I was talking about the protesters around the world. I mean, I don't want it. I want the Dems out of office so bad that it's not even funny. This just the waste that they continue. How much money did they waste? It was like 36 billion or 36 million dollars, 40 million dollars. What is what I heard the last on the Mueller investigation, and they didn't get anything. So then they're just going to go with, this quid pro quo. But we can honestly see who done the quid pro quo. It was the Bidens. I mean, but yet they're going to go gung ho over our president over this, which we all saw the transcript. We all saw the transcript ourselves. We could hear what the president actually said, not this made up version that they're trying to go out there and say, and then they got everyone giving their opinion. It's all hearsay. Everything that's coming out is just wrong, guys. It's wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Yep. And you're right, Sky Angel. Yes. Thank you, Carol. Yes. Signed and shared. And that's what I say. Everyone needs to sign it. I mean, that's the only way we're going to make it a difference is if we get a petition to unseat these Democrats, to stop them in their tracks. But it's not, people just, I don't know. They want to say one thing and do something else. It's sad. It truly is sad. But we've got to make our voices and our votes count. We've got to make petitions, and that link won't let you sign. Let's see. Maybe I need to update the link because it's been out there for a while. I don't know. It should. Let me see. Open. I'm trying. It's letting me do it right now, Jimmy. I don't know. And I use the same link. Yeah. See? I don't know if you can see. See, it let me sign. It says complete your support. And Colleen, I've gotten and I'll share the link in here again. Maybe that one will help you, Jimmy. There you go. We got it back in there. You're on your phone? Okay. Yeah, I just did it. I did it from that one, but there's another link. I copied it after I signed it, so hopefully that one will work better. Yeah, and that's what I said. We've got to do something peacefully, assemble. Get petitions. We've got to do whatever we can do to make this happen, guys. We've got to hold these people accountable for all the crap they're doing. Wow, one voter. That's crazy. You're on your Android. I hear you. Um, I'm gonna put it here too. And I also, in case some of you, like Jimmy said, he was on his phone, and maybe that's why I put it in the comments as well. So if you go back to watch this, all you got to do is click on it, and you'll see that that link to that petition in the comments as well, guys. Anyway, guys, um, Bill Maher is going to have to a heyday firing people on both sides. Yeah, I hear you, JR. I do. Signed and donated. Ah, awesome. I don't all the donations go to that change.org, so just so everyone knows, but it is awesome, and it will help get it'll help get the petition to go through. So I really appreciate it, Donna. I truly do. And I hope everyone has a blessed day. Again, I will go live later for news, but I just wanted to all of us come together and watch this impeachment process so we could all vent. We can recall the petition, all Dems and rhinos in our district in a week. Yes, there we go. That sounds like a plan, one voter. Yep, that's what I would say. Get 250 names on each. You have to have it notarized. That's what we need to do, guys. Whatever it takes that we need to do, that's what we need to do. We need to get out there. We need to get behind our president. It's time it's time to get up and get to work. And I feel so bad that Gloria got so upset and was crying. So I hope everybody will be praying for each other, because this is a trying time. Your name didn't show up? Huh. I'm not sure, Seeker. Maybe you can try again. Yep, I agree. Okay, guys, I'm going to get off here. I love you all. You agree, but I think we'll find when people start push back in a peaceful manner. Yes, I hope so. I do hope that we can start pushing back in a peaceful manner. That I hope that we don't see the UN. I know, but I think that they're testing the waters with the UN stuff. Having them go to Utah for these meetings and things of that nature. Oh, no problem, Boho. Thank you for coming on, and thank you for calling. I appreciate your input. I appreciate each and everybody's input. Anytime anybody wants to call in, the phone line is open. Okay. Well, click on the link, Sky Angel, and see if it'll. I mean, I don't. I say every vote counts. Yeah, thank you so very much. Okay, guys, I am going to get off here. It is worth a try, Sky Angel. It is. Thank you. I am going to get off here, though, and we will be back. Oh, I just misspell a lot of stuff, too. I don't care. And sometimes the spell correction, whenever it rechecks you and spells it, it changes the word completely, and then you look like it's crazy. People think you're crazy because it didn't make sense. Anyway, I do hope everyone has a good day, and I will be back at 5 with the news, guys. You pulled over to stop and sign it. Awesome, JR. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I do hope you guys will share that petition. Or you hit the wrong letter. Yep, that's how it goes. Bye, guys. I love y'all. We'll see you at 5 for news.